Hey, it's Sam here, and I'm really excited today to be joined by Marcus. And the reason I'm excited about it is, first of all, Marcus is using Communi. He's also our top affiliate, so he's been recommending others use it as well, and been very successful doing that. In fact, he's sold so far in the tens of thousands of dollars in terms of the product itself. And he has some really unique ideas, and I think really, really valuable ideas when it comes to using Communi. We've just been talking about some of them now, and then we were kind of like, oh, we jump into into the interview because it was sounding kind of like it should be in the interview. So Marcus, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Cool. So tell me a bit about yourself and everyone as well who's listening to this. You know, how did you get involved, and what's your background? What do you do?
Yeah, so I'm German. I'm 47 years old. Became a father this year, first time officially that I know of. And I'm in the online marketing business since 2016. Well, since 2014, but I started making money in 2016, 2.5 years. I didn't make any money. This is the truth. And I started with a podcast in 2016, and this podcast became famous like within about 8 weeks. Yeah, it went viral within 8 weeks, and this made me a little, gave me a little fame in the German speaking area. Um, so, and my podcast is still on, and this is how I started with online marketing, building funnels, starting with email marketing, and started giving coachings and stuff like this. On a, before that, I was a soldier for 8 years in the NATO headquarters Heidelberg. I was there when 9/11 happened, and was trained to go to the real stuff. And after I left the army in Germany after 8 years, I wasn't sure what to do. And in Germany, it wasn't possible to make any money, you know. And so I went to Switzerland, because Switzerland is, yeah, I made 4 times the amount like in Germany. This was easy for me. And over there, I started to study side by side with my job. Yeah. During daytime, I was working um, with a laser, and I was cutting sheets metal and stuff like this. And I was welding, and in the evening, I went to school and studied. And this is how I learned how to manage a company and stuff like this. And what I learned over there were the first coaching I gave.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, yeah,
Well,
now
Swiss. And that was
now
in
I'm
Switzerland, right? When you were doing that, you were in Switzerland that whole time when you started coaching.
Yeah, I was in Switzerland for 13 years, and in 2020 I wanted to go to Spain, to Mallorca, but COVID happened, and I wasn't allowed to enter Spain. I wasn't allowed to leave Switzerland, um, but I already gave back my house, and so I had to find another solution. And yeah, I went to the next country. I went to Austria, where I'm right now. And over here, I'm having my lovely office and doing my business as well. 2 years ago, I changed my direction when ChatGPT happened, and with a partner of mine, we started an AI club, a German-speaking AI club. It's one of the largest over here, and I'm because what I studied in Switzerland um, is more or less the same. How can I be more productive? How can I shorten my work and automate my work? This is what I studied.
Hmm.
And that's why in my business, I don't want to do stuff 2 times. If I have to do one thing 2 times, I want to automate it. And that's why I was very, very into this AI thing, because it helped me with my business becoming more and more productive. I don't want to work more. I want to have more output. This is a huge difference. And I learned it for myself. People saw, I started to correct my friends. I was like, hey, do it like this and this, and it works better. And they were like, you gotta do an online course. I
Yeah.
did. Partner talked to me and he was like, hey, there's this new thing called school. Maybe you heard about it. And I was like, never did. Let me let's go together. I built a community and you doing the cool stuff. And I was like, hell yeah. And within 8 weeks, IBM was giving us a call and was like, hey, what are you doing over there? Don't you want to come to our headquarters in Frankfurt? We invite you and we want to show you some stuff. So actually, IBM came to us within 8 weeks, and this was like, it's not the worst thing we're doing over here.
Yeah.
And
Cool. Wow.
within 5 months, we had 500 members in the school community paying us like about $120 a month, and this is a good outcome. But everybody wants to have a school community, but it's too expensive. And this is how we were very interested when we heard about Communi, which is, in my opinion, better. We have more opportunities, and it's cheaper. And now I'm able to test more things. And this is how we came to Communi. Um, I tested it for like about 3 to 5 days. And after that, I sent out an email, and I didn't just send it out like all the others. I was like, hey guys, I found something I want to show you. Tomorrow evening, 1800, over here's the Zoom call. I can have 500 uh, um, people in the call. Get yourself in it, and I show you what I figured out.
That's cool.
After that, this is my link. And one thing helped me really good, the fact in the second I'm telling them it's called Communi, everybody is going to the website, and nobody could take the founders deal from the website because it was already 99 a month over there. Now they had to wait until I did my call to action. This is very, very helpful. And that's why I was able to make that many sales. And I was like, hey, if you go to the website of Communi, you will not find the deal. Wait until I give you my special link.
That's cool. Well, I wanted to ask you, how did you find out about Community in the first place? Where before you started promoting it, how did you find out about it? Because we had like literally just started selling that
What
particular package. The
word of mouth, word of mouth in a Facebook group. I don't know which one, but I was in a Facebook group, and one guy was like, "Hey guys, figured out a lifetime deal over here. Maybe you want to check it out." And I was like, "Give me the link. I check it out." And this is how I came to Communi.
That's awesome.
It's I think, oh, who was it? Josefa Sabu.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. I've been talking with them.
He brought me in. He was like, "Hey, buddy, found something. Maybe you want to figure it out." And I was like, "Yeah, give me the link." And so first, I started with a small group. Did a like now I did a Zoom call, and as I saw everybody was excited, the very next day for 5 days, I sent out emails to the others I did not invite. I didn't invite the rest of my list. And I was like, um, I didn't invite them, but I was like, hey, you missed something out. Why haven't you been there at the call?
Hmm.
Check out how excited the other were.
Yeah, that's cool. So
So
you did the call, right, on Zoom, and then you completed the call, and then you messaged out your full list, right?
Yes.
To know that a call had happened. Look how excited people were.
I invited like about 5,000 people, and when I had 500, I had 500 in the call and 250, 200, no, I had 300 signed in and 280 showed up,
Hmm.
which is incredible.
Yeah.
If I do pay-per-click marketing, I have 700 people sign in and 300, 350 are coming. 50% is the show up rate normally. And
Hmm.
over here, I had like about 90% show up rate
Wow.
very first time. And I was like, okay, this is a very interesting thing
Hmm.
for the people. And after that, I sent it to the rest of my list and told them, you missed something. They didn't miss it because I didn't invite them. But they were like, what the heck? Oh, God damn it. Good Lord. And that's how I made my sales. And I'm close to 20K right now within a week, I think.
That's correct. I think you must be, very close to it.
Yeah.
It's which is I've been seeing the sales come in, and they came in like like you messaged me in the first place, and you said, "Oh, I'm sending out I'm doing a promotion." I thought, okay, cool. I didn't know who you were.
Yep.
So, all right, cool. And then suddenly a whole bunch of sales started coming in, and I was like, wow, okay. I wonder what he's doing. It's
Yes.
crazy. So
And next week, I think next week I'm pretty full for this week, but next week I'll start to do 2 or 3 YouTube videos.
Mhm.
I'll do a little bit search engine. I will find some keywords like um, my opinion on school and stuff like this. I have to figure out what are people searching about school, because nobody is searching Communi right now. But everybody wants to know about school and the alternative and how I do it. And I'm pretty good to be on Google page #1 within 5 minutes with SEO on YouTube. I figured that out a couple of years ago. That's pretty easy. And so I will do 2 or 3 videos with like about 10 or 20 keywords. And these keywords will stay on Google page 1 on the very top just because I'm doing YouTube videos. This is my next step. So let's see how we can make a few more sales.
sounds good. It's interesting you mentioned school because like schools, obviously everyone knows about school. It's the
They were the
biggest,
starters, yeah. They
yeah,
invented it.
yeah, they're huge. And the what I've noticed though seen is that I think a lot of the interest is actually coming from people that they're interested in school, but maybe they don't want to pay that amount of money, and then
Yeah.
they're seeing community as a good viable alternative, and and getting that. Or we're having people as well who like the fact that you can rebrand use your actually the major thing that people have been saying the one thing because we did some ads recently, and the biggest thing for people is the custom domain. So that was the thing that they wanted the most was actually the custom domain. That's the thing that we keep on hearing, which is really surprising to me as well.
It Yeah, I wasn't that excited about it, but everybody else was.
Yeah. Yep.
And it yeah. Um a lot of questions were like, hey, but how do you feel he's just the second and they invented it? And I was like, what kind of phone do you have? Why? And I was like, look, I for myself, I do have an iPhone, but there's also Samsung out, isn't it? Yes, that's the same.
Yeah. That's
Some
true.
of the people cannot afford it. We will always have school, and we will have now we will have Communi, but there's Apple and there's Samsung. I'm I'm an Apple friend, but other people's love Samsung because the Google Store is better and Apple is, is bad to us and stuff like this. Um, I think school, we do have our AI community on school, and we will not change it. Definitely not, because we are happy on school, and we cannot change anymore because we do have so so much knowledge over there.
Mm.
We will lose it, and everybody would be pissed because you don't find the communications anymore, and the levels are gone and stuff like this. So that means we can never change this. But one thing, the other question was, why do you think that communities are now so interesting? And I think it's not now. They were interesting all the time.
Mm.
Back since 2012 or 2010, when Facebook started with groups. This is what Facebook wanted to do, but they never figured out the power of gamification.
Mm.
This one little thing that changes all is the gamification. If you are good, and we talk to a lot of other guys who are having a school community, and the school community is as dead as a Facebook group
Mm.
because they didn't figure out the gamification. I think there are just two things to become successful with communities. First thing is, do you get a lot of people into your community? Second thing is, can you engage them? Can you ensure that they are engaged? And the only thing to engage them is the gamification.
Mm.
When you start a community, think about the gamification, use AI, do stuff like this, do a week or two of work just for the gamification. And I gotta tell you something. I'm the boss of the AI community. I'm doing all the content, but I wanna get higher levels too.
Yeah, funny.
That's that,
It's hooking you in as well.
in my own group, I wanna become one of the top levels.
Yeah.
This is if you are I told you before I used to be in the army. If you're a competitive guy,
Mm.
I need to get up in the level. I need to get promoted, you know?
That's
Um,
awesome. So just to
this
explain,
thing
so
works.
the gamification, it basically they get points for engaging or like getting likes, right? I'm assuming
Yeah.
it's getting likes, right? And then they move up in the levels. And in your AI community, do you have anything that they get as an extra reward, or is it that they just get like the achievement badges or they level up essentially, or
So
something else?
in the school community, we did it like um, when we started, and start with level 1.
Hmm.
I always must have one course which is on level 2.
Mhm.
As soon as the first is in level 2, I must have a course in level 3, and so on. When you are, and the thing is, if when you have 5, 10, or 20 members inside the community, they will, how is it called? Incline?
Yeah,
They
like
they
ascend,
will,
kind of
yeah,
ascend.
it's very slow to get a new level. As
Yeah.
soon as you have over 100, the first 2 or 3 levels are pretty fast because they say, "Hi, I'm Tina," and 20 guys are saying, "Hi, Tina," and she's on level 3 within the first day, maybe level 5. Because everybody of the old ones need a lot of points to get to the new level, and the new ones are supported from the old ones, which give them a good feeling.
Hmm.
This is sensational. Within 1.5 years right now, I had like maybe 5 guys who thought they can mess with me. They can say how we have to do it.
Hmm.
Gave them their money back, get the hell out of here. and my group is quiet and peaceful again.
That's great. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of them. It's no, it's not. Don't look at the money with these guys. Get them out of there. It's
Yeah.
not worth the money that 10 or 20 of your members are pissed. That's the
Yeah.
correct
There's
word.
no way to avoid it. There's always going to be a small percentage for anyone, any group where,
Very, very small
you know,
because of the gamification. Because if you want to get points, you gotta be nice.
hmm,
So in a Facebook group, the old guys, if you're asking a question, the old guys are not answering, who are having, they have the knowledge and they should answer, but they are bored to answer it the 20th or 30th time. They
hmm.
don't want to do it. Or they think they are funny. Hey, have a look at Google. Stuff like this. This doesn't happen in the community. You must be a strong leader. If somebody is saying that for the first time,
Hmm.
daddy is coming in and daddy is saying, no, 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 this is not how it works over here. No, if daddy comes, everybody knows, oh, just for the first or second time, and after that, get help. Within the third week, right now, within the first week, I'm having 3 more admins, which are made to admins out of the community. They were normal members, and I was like, hey, these are in my other group. I know their engagement is high.
Hmm.
Do you want to become an admin? Yes, admin, admin, admin. And I was like, these are the rules. Figure out if there's a troll, get rid of them.
Hmm.
And no marketing. I'm the only one who's allowed to do marketing. And this is the big chance for communities. Everybody, if you ask yourself, what do I need a community for? If you are hungry and you do own your own fish pond, and you're the only one who is allowed to fish in there, this is how I see it, you know?
That's very true. Yeah. You've got a kind of,
This is how I see it. You own, let me translate the word. I do know the German words. Zielgruppenbesitzer. I want to be the owner of target groups, you know?
yeah. Yeah. I
If
think in
I know one
contrast,
thing, if I own a target group, I can make money all the time.
yeah. So you've got everyone and you've got a monopoly, essentially. You've got a monopoly on communication within that group. Whereas on a Facebook group, for example, or in Facebook, there's always competition for that audience because they're reading everything in the news feed and they've got all these other distractions. Whereas you want to be in a place where you're the only one that they're going to receive communication from when they're in that group and that environment. So they can be focused, first of all, but also you can then market to them, you can communicate with them, help them, and they always know that you're there. That's how they reach you.
Yeah. And for example, I told you I'm a hunter and I own weapons, right? If anybody, I don't want to offend anyone on weapons, or I don't want to tell you be pro or be against it. Just a small thing. I got myself a new pistol last week. It's a CCP-10. And now I went to Facebook and was like, hey, where are the groups? Where are my guys? Where can I find the stuff for tuning them? Where are the problems? Where's the help I maybe need? This is the first thing you do if you search something, right? And now I have like 20 groups. The first group was just for Philippines. The second group was just for USA. The third group was all with CC and stuff like this. And I was like, I'm not sure if I am good over there. Do you know what I'll do? I'll do a community group just for the CCP10 owners. And do you know what I do? I'll get the correct domain, and I'll make sure that this domain is on Google top ranked whenever you type in CCP10.
That's cool.
I can have a group, and you'll get the largest group on the planet, even if the Facebook groups are having 50 or 100,000 members, just because I make sure that I'm on Google page #1, and this is possible because of the custom domains.
That's cool.
This is how I see this tool. This is the power Communi gives me if I'm smart enough.
So what you would do with that is you would be focused on the custom domains and the custom side of it, so you could rank it essentially. And
not only, I'll also put foreign stuff like blog articles and stuff. I'll put it into the community, and this is how Google finds it. Because every single posting we are putting on Communi is findable on Google.
That makes me think of I think it was on your webinar actually. Was it? I think you might have mentioned it, but it's Google is favoring user-generated content within their rankings.
Right. I'm not sure if people always know about the power Google is still having, or if they are afraid about it. But as long as I just try it. If you look at right now, what is your hobby? Dogs, running, fishing, pottery, I don't know. Take your hobby, search the 3 largest Facebook groups, build a community group, and take the best content out of these groups and repost it, maybe with the help of ChatGPT, or put some blog articles daily, 5 till 10 in Communi for 1 month, and figure out how people are coming to you. But do a custom domain. We can test it. The first 100 members are crucial. These are the worst. So talk to your family, talk to your friends, invite people. Invite them on Facebook. For example, write your community page into your Facebook picture, the large picture, and then go to Facebook groups where your target audience is, communicate with them, and make friends. The friends will see the picture on the within the picture, they come to your group. This is how your daily marketing has to look if you don't have the money to spend it like 200, 300, 500 euros or dollars a day.
Yeah.
Until then, there are just two ways to do business. Pay for it with money, or pay for it with your time and effort.
So how are you planning on, now you've got a bit of a plan moving forward with Communi. How are you going to be using it moving forward? What is, and for your audience, like the people that because obviously you recommend a Communi and you've got others that are working at that you know and you work with. How are you encouraging them to use it as well?
First of all, I founded the German-speaking community architects, where I want to show them my knowledge. Hey guys, I figured this out, I figured that out, this is how I do it. Let's test it. And the next thing is, I think we have like about 20 communities right now in the planning just for this year, 20 more. We will do a German-speaking podcast course. We had a podcast course in 2016 where I learned podcasting. Now I'm working together with my old master. The old students, We want to get rid of the old shit, get rid of WordPress and dismember pages, get rid of it. Put the videos into Communi, take them over, and everybody can talk to each other. We don't need the WordPress site and the Facebook and WhatsApp to all this single stuff. We don't need it anymore if we have one community where everything is in one place. This is the first thing. Then we'll do a new podcast course. So podcast 2.0 with AI will be another Communi. The third thing is we will do the same stuff in English for the US. Third one, just for podcasts. We do have this Austrian associations I showed you before. We did a complete funnel within the last 5 days with 2 communities. The first one is free. The second one is $100 a month. Yeah, and we want to fill it until the end of the year.
That's cool. Yeah.
So the second I figured out Communi, it became the center of my marketing and my business next to email marketing. So if you're not already into email marketing, guys, start it. Go to MailerLite, it's for free. Go to MailerLite, learn MailerLite, and start collecting email addresses. And Communi makes it that easy. I normally don't use MailerLite just because Communi has a connection to MailerLite. I open the MailerLite account, and now daily people are coming into my community. We started, give me a second, I have a look. We started 2 weeks ago with our community, and now I'm having 213 members. Within 2 weeks, I'm having 213 members. I can do a posting on Communi and send it out as an email, and everybody will receive it. With or without collecting the email addresses. I can collect email address just like this.
How did you find for the group that you're growing to 230, you used email to get them into the group to start it off, or how did you get the initial members in there?
I think 90% are already in my list, yes. But this will change because yeah, the next thing what I'll do is for every group I told you before, I'll write a small book. For the community architects, I will write a German book with maybe 100 pages. This is done within a week.
Yeah.
100 pages, A4, this is the normal size we are having, are maybe 140 pages, A5. This is the size of a good-looking book. Check this out. And this book has, okay, this is 250 pages. But 150 is already good. I put it for free on Amazon. And on the very first page, I'll do a call to action. Hey, get your free toolkit. And I will build a toolkit just with Google Documents and just with Google Documents. This is so easy. And the people are looking for a solution on Amazon. Find the book, open the book, see, oh, goddamn, he didn't figure out. I can have something for free, see my call to action. They'll claim their toolkit for free, come to the group, and I can collect the email addresses of interested people on Amazon or with Amazon. My list is growing. After that, they receive the emails, come to my group, and in the group, my trust will increase because the whole group is working for me, and I can sell them my stuff, my solutions.
I love that. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I thought it was amazing that you got someone writing a book. You were writing a book. I think you were co-writing a book, right? And then you're listing it with that front page on, giving directions for where people
Yep.
can, join the
Yep.
group. And that's all. That's all it is. It's just about getting people out, like getting out to people, showing people where they can find you and where they can find the information they're looking for, bringing them
Yep.
back, and then you've just got you got a place there with other people that they're going to be able to connect with that's just fully focused on that particular topic. So anytime they think about that topic, they're going to go to the group and they're going to they're going to engage. They get the notifications, as you were saying as well. Yeah, we do have a connect. I think it's we yeah, I think it's MailerLite. Yeah, they receive emails, any notifications, any activity. Like one of the things that we do is like with chat. Like I don't know if you've probably seen these as well, but the chat notifications, they like you can actually send automated chat notifications when they join the group, for example. So you can send them and start that conversation with them, having that
Mhm.
conversation. And I don't know. For me, I'm on my email, and now it's filling up now all the time with just community notifications. But the chat ones always get my attention as someone. I think for like members as well, like any of these, it's like something new, it's something exciting. They get in there, and then they're like, "Oh,
Yep.
what's this?" And then, as you say, the gamification's in there, and then they're away. And how would you transition from those people coming in and then transitioning into them investing money or paying money? Because I think that's like that'll be yeah. I'd really like to find that out actually, because it's one thing to get people into a group for free. It's another one to actually charge them. And I like for someone that where how do you go about doing it? Yeah, how
Oh,
would you?
there are so many ways to get money. So, first of all, there's one formula I'm working since 10 years. This is the only formula I'm using. It's if you want to make sales, you need reach and expert status.
Mhm.
Reach and expert status. So reach, we talked about it. Hey, you can use Google. This is I taught you guys how to use Google, and because of the custom domains, and we can use Amazon if you write a small book and do the mistake to put a toolbox into it. This is reach. Expert status is the group because you are there, or the others are there. Hey, I always get solutions for my problems. But first of all, you tell them in the group what to do, but not how to do. Or always tell them what to do to get rid of their problem, but not how. If they can't figure out by themselves how to do it, you can make an offer. This is the first thing. The second thing is you could use the Communi group and use the levels. And for example, on level 3, when they are fit enough and they feel comfortable in the group and they showed some engagement, why don't you go to Google Forms and you do a Google form, go to ChatGPT and say, for example, the business of my wife is numerology. She can calculate your birthday and
Oh, that's
what it
cool.
means, all stuff.
My wife would be really interested in that actually. She's
She should give her a call. She can get
okay,
it for
cool.
free. She needs a few more testimonials. Um, so what I did was how. So what is the business of her? She is trained. Let me translate it. She's trained to find and release blockages. Is
Hmm.
that correct? Okay.
Find or
Uh,
release blockages like
people
in the
people
mind,
are
like people
blocked. Yes,
from
yes.
the yeah, like
And
not some
she's
mental
she's
block.
having tools and she can work with people also on Zoom. So um, what we did is we used Google Forms where you can give where you can ask them things.
Mhm.
Okay. And I it took me like about 30 questions, and ChatGPT gave me these questions.
Hmm.
And they have to ask it. After that, I put it on make.com, and make.com is taking the answers, put it into ChatGPT again, and ChatGPT analyzes it with a custom GPT I wrote. This is the freebie.
That's cool. That's really cool.
And yes, it's not as complicated as it sounds, but these are the tools I'm having. So, God damn it, use it. One guy is having a saw and he's cutting himself and the saw rusts, and the other guy is doing a work of art, you know?
Yeah.
So, and we did it that way, and she gets her analysis, and hey, these are the points you are strong, but these are the points you are weak. This is the answer you already gave yourself. If you want to talk about it, over here is the link to my calendar. Let's talk for 30 minutes. Let's talk about the whole analysis. So they reach level 3, they'll get their present. Say, oh, this is deep shit. Oh, this is deep shit. Yes, they already working on themselves just because they are asking themselves the questions they are reading, you know?
Mm.
And after that, the AI sent them over the analysis, including a call to action. Let's do a call. And what is the call good for? Let's 30 minutes, so 20 minutes, let's talk about your stuff. And you know what the problems are of the people because they gave you the answers. And the last 10 minutes are sell your solution. This is how you make money out of a group.
So you just to summarize, so the first step is when they're in a free group, you instead of telling them how to do everything, because that would again be like a bit of a turn off. Plus, it's like, you know, they may not be that invested. It's like if you tell them what to do though, it's a bit different, right? So they're how would you kind of we'll come back to that. So then after that, once they've done that in the free group, you would have like an unlock level at like 3. And in the gamification, they would then work their way up. So they're invested in the community, they're contributing to the community, and they're returning to the community because they obviously want to unlock this call on level 3. And then you've got it set up. So when they unlock it on level 3, then they're going to be able to fill in this form. And in this form, it'll have questions that are going to be really useful for you to learn about them, but also for ChatGPT to identify them, I'm assuming, as someone that's a good potential fit for working with. And then you schedule a call. On the call, then you're finding out about them, you're asking questions, and you're just finding out, hey, how can I help this person essentially? And then if they're a good fit, then you offer them, make an offer. Like, and you would charge, I'm assuming, you're not talking about like a $90 product here, you're talking about more like a higher end, I'm assuming. But what kind of price in that?
So the Google form is for free. After that, you can get a small consultation for like about $80, a large consultation for 300, and after that, a one-on-one working for 2K. This is the funnel I built for my wife the last 4 weeks. So, and yeah, but the Google form is our freebie right now, and now we put them into but it's just one way how you want to build the funnel. Do you want to use the Google form as a freebie to get them into the group, or do you use it in the group to get a call? Whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
it's possible. There are so many ways how to give them the offer.
Yeah. Well, I like you've done that with that. I haven't personally done that before, having like a gamification going through to a form. But I think that it makes like a huge amount of sense because it's probably about the amount of time you need to get someone really interested. And also, not only that, but it's like these calls aren't freely available. You can't just book a call. Essentially, you're encouraging them to work for it. Then they've achieved something in order to get that call, and they're going to be more invested on that call and take it more seriously. your show rates are going to be
Yeah.
100%, like probably 98, 99%, because they're invested in the group. They're there, they're involved. The one thing that I wanted to clarify is that the like showing them how, like telling them what versus showing them how. Like, how would you give an example about like how are you doing that in the groups that you have, just to make it kind of clear? Like in my mind, it's like you're not. Yeah. How do you explain that? Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty easy. For example, getting this question since years. Hey
Yeah.
Marcus, how can I increase my reach? And I'm like, I'm a content marketer. I do content marketing. And there are just three ways to serve this content: in a written form, in a spoken form, or you show it. So we're talking about a blog where you write your content. We're talking about a podcast. And by the way, people, a podcast is not on YouTube. A podcast is just sound.
This is
We
you're
don't
talking about just an audio podcast, right? You put it
we
on the.
don't have podcasts on YouTube. If it's on YouTube, it's a vlog.
Okay.
No matter how, it's a video show. So,
Cool.
and the
So
other
this
thing,
isn't a podcast, essentially.
no, it's
Podcast.
not. Podcast is just for the years.
Cool.
I'm one of the old podcasters. So
I like that.
these are the three ways you can serve your content. And if you ask, what of the three should I do? The answer is yes. Every single one, because you don't. People are always asking, are my customers podcast listeners or blog readers? It's not, the question is not, do they do this or do they do that? The question is, in which situation are they right now? If you are in a large office together with 30 more guys working with you, and you do have your short breakfast break, you have a coffee break for 5 minutes, you can read a blog, but you shouldn't watch a video and disturb all the others. Also, you're in a traffic jam, you're on the German Autobahn going with 250, we do it really. And yeah, maybe you shouldn't read a blog when you're going with 250 on a German Autobahn, but you can listen to a podcast. So the question is, where in which situation is my potential customer, and how can I serve him my content? Right now, he's in the subway. He's watching his phone. He can watch a video. And by the way, if you do a video, always with subtitles, because you know it by yourself. How many times did you watch a video and you were happy to read what they are saying because you don't want to increase the sound? So you should do all three of them. But if you want to start with a podcast in the free group, I'm telling them, hey, get a microphone, put in your content, do a content plan. After that, do a little cutting, use this and that software. After that, mix it, put metadata onto it, and then find yourself a hoster and host your podcast. These are the 4 steps how to host a podcast. But what are the difference between the microphones? Which microphone should you choose for which room and why? How do you cut professionally? What should you do? What shouldn't you do? How do you mix professionally? What are the secrets? We do have a secret program, an AI, which is mixing the sound for us. We don't tell them in a free course. Hell no. And how to set up our hoster properly and stuff like this, how to automate this stuff, or maybe we are telling you what we did. I gave out a free podcast course. So a podcast is it's possible to do 3 different podcasts: single-hosted, co-hosted, or interview. Single-hosted, you speak into the microphone by yourself. Co-hosted, you do have a partner next to you, like in a radio show, but this is very uncommon. But some of the most successful are co-hosted. And interview. So we are telling them, hey, start with your podcast single-hosted, because we do have a launch strategy to get really quick in iTunes into the top 10 of your category. We do have a small trick over there. We know some stuff. And started with a single-hosted. I show you how to do a single-hosted podcast. But you'll increase your credibility and your expert status when you are doing interviews. This is much more complicated. Therefore, come to our course. If you mess it up, you can never talk to your interview partner again. There is a special methodology. How do you say? Terrible word in English.
Methodology. Yeah, you got it.
Thanks. This one. Yeah, what you said. We are doing, and this ensures that over the month and over the years, you are getting more and more famous people as interview partners. Okay? And this is called the Oprah Winfrey strategy. And this is what we use, and this is what we teach our customers, and this is worth a couple $100, because this is the foundation of my small fame over here, the few people who know me, but this is the reason why my podcast was that successful, and I made money within the first 6 weeks, and I made 6 figures within the first year with a podcast in Germany. Not the US.
That's pretty crazy, actually. That's real crazy.
So,
yeah. Wow.
I told you what to do a podcast, but not how.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
sense. If you want to make money, you got to spend some money.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's also that the other thing that comes to mind is when you're showing like what, if people really want to know how, then they're going to be willing to invest the money, but also they're going to be willing to take the steps in order to implement it, which is the most important thing. Because people can read about what to do all day long, but when they take the step of wanting, hey, I want to know how to do it, what do you have available to teach me how to do that, or how can I get in touch with you to show me how to do it? That's when they're serious about actually making that move, and then that call is going to be useful at that stage, because that's when you can have that conversation.
Yeah. For example, that's the next thing. I think tomorrow morning I'll record a new podcast about the Austrian associations. We built the whole funnel I told you before, and in the podcast and in the email marketing, I will tell the people why they should think about an Austrian association. There are many, many, many reasons, many good reasons to found an association in Austria. You can save taxes, you can make money, and a lot of stuff. But we don't tell them how to do it. This is 5K.
Yeah.
Figure it out by yourself. If you make any mistakes and you don't have the 3 association lawyers we are having, maybe you go to jail, or you spend the 5K and we help you. We know what we do.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously an obvious choice.
So
yeah,
everything I did the last 10 years, content marketing, selling stuff, is tell them what to do, but not how to do. And this is the same thing we are doing in the community. Until we reach a certain level, they get my help. And after that, I'm like, hey, push this button. This is 200 euros. We can talk about it 3 hours, or I can do the work with you. But yeah.
And that's the other thing. It's just a matter of like just having something available to sell is kind of like the first step. Like, I mean, if you can get a group together of 3 people, having something to sell, and it doesn't need to be perfect, but having something there where like people see there's an option or an option to get in touch with you and you've got some sort of plan, then that'll help to monetize these groups. And it sounds like you've got a really good strategy. You've got a simple strategy for monetizing. It's not like overly complicated. You don't have sophisticated funnels or anything like that. It's just simply a matter
No,
of get people into the group, get them to engage, get on a call.
this is a very, very important point you're talking about right now. People are always overcomplicate everything. So before you want to learn walking,
Mm.
make a very simple process, a very simple one. Write a small book, put it on Amazon. Hey, if you want to know how, reach out. So this is the next example. I tell them what to do, but not how. I don't have a course how to. I do have a course how. I did it in my AI course. I do have a video course how to set up Amazon, but you can figure it out on YouTube. So write a small book about the solution of your target audience. You can do it this weekend. It's done within 2 days. And don't think about what's in the book because they figure it out after they bought it. So,
Yeah.
so that's it. And put a call to action inside the book. The title of the book is the keyword your audience is searching. The audience is searching, not the keyword of the solution you are offering. Okay? These are 2 different things. The one keyword is what are they looking for, and the other keyword is what are you offering. They don't know that your solution is what they need. So this is the largest thing you have to figure out. So my wife is doing numerology, but nobody is looking for it. They look for mental blockages and or stuff like this. Why am I not able to go on further and stuff like this? And now you write a book why you are not able to go on further. This must be the title of the book. They find it, and over here, first page, call to action. Download your secret toolbox with 5 methods I never sent out before. And now you have the email, and now invite them to your group and they can talk to you in real because you are the famous author from Amazon and they can talk to you for real in the group. And now you have them and start selling.
Yeah.
Easy.
Cool.
Kiss, keep it stupid simple. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Yeah.
Or we have a famous German marketer. He says, simple is still too complicated.
Hmm.
This is so important. Keep it simple. Make an offer. Where do you take, I don't know, JVSU, take Digistore24, take CopeCut. I don't know what your selling solution is. Put a product into it. Or for example, I use Book Like a Boss. This is my calendar tool. Have a lifetime license. And Book Like a Boss, it's possible to take money for talking an hour with me. So this is easy.
Hmm.
You want to talk to me for an hour? How much is it? $200. Over here's the button. Take it or leave it.
Is that in that book about boss calendar software, is it? Or
I'll show you.
I've heard of
It's
I've heard of it
like
before, but I
it's
haven't.
like Calendly, but in good. It looks like this, and you do have a start page. So you do have a page like this. You can design how you want it. And over here is the free first 30 minutes, and this is it's connected
That's
with my Google Calendar.
hmm.
And over here I do have booking pages, and Termine is always for free, okay? But products is paid. So 90 minutes with me, 199 euro. And I show you, this is how the product looks like. How long does it take? What do you want to tell them? Over here, it's together with Zoom integration, and the price is 199. And you do have a light URL and a full URL. And the light URL, very interesting, is just the product. See, over here, you can book it.
Hmm.
There's the light URL, or the full URL is the first page and your product in it.
That's
This
cool.
is simple.
Easy.
This is I'm so happy that I got the lifetime license. You also can do some events. If somebody needs a lifetime license, I can maybe get one. But this is how easy you can make money. For example, I'm a little bit bigger than some other people, and all the fitness gurus want to talk to me and want to be my friends. And therefore, I do have a product which is 3K for 2 hours, and I tell them it's a lot of sarcasm in there, but I'm like, hey, you think I'm too fat and I need your multi-level marketing system, or you're the new cryptocurrency checker? You need to talk to me or I will die crying the next 2 days. Okay, you'll get 2 hours. Just if you're talking bullshit, I need to get this 3K. If you're not good with my time, but if it was worth it, I'll give it back to you. Nobody booked. And I don't have this, yeah. This is bad energy, but I like it. This is my little dark side. But it also helps to get rid of this marketing starters on LinkedIn and Facebook, and like, hey Marcus, let's talk about becoming fitter. When do you have next week?
Yeah.
I get it 5 times a week, and I don't want to talk about them anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. You just I tend to just delete it, but
Yeah.
okay.
Here's my link. That's it.
And then there's obviously like there's some stuff that I don't want to like fully remove it because there's some really good connections that comes through from LinkedIn sometimes. A lot
Yep.
of the time it's just spam. But the thing with that booking system is that anyone can do that, have that like Book a Boss system or Calendly, like whatever one, and then they can use that on that because I'm assuming it can plug into some sort of questionnaire and have that in the gamification system. So
Yeah.
um, that's cool. Is there anything else you want to add that you think will be useful for anyone that you've kind of like learned or that you've noticed people might benefit from talking with others about the software or seeing how others are, going through it, using it? You're in a bit of a unique position in that sense that you've gone quite deep.
Just start it, and yeah, think about how to get the first 100 members into your group, and after that, how to get 1K. And if you have any questions, reach out, send me a message. That's it.
Cool. No, there'll be
If you speak English, come to my community architects. If you speak German.
cool. Well, I can put a link. I'll put a link down below when we release this. So if anyone wants to join, they'll be able to just jump across and yeah,
Yep,
if you're okay with it. So, I mean, I'm sure you'll get a
sure.
few.
That's what it's for you.
That's cool. Well, thanks for coming on and yeah, and I mean, I think this will be really useful information for everyone. There's a lot that you've just covered where I'm just like, oh wow, that's like I didn't think of that, but should be doing that. Like the gamification thing. Like I was just like, man, I need to schedule some stuff in to utilize that in a better way. Like, and that's great. So yeah, thanks for coming on and sharing with
Thanks
everyone.
for having me.
I think it'll be yeah, really good. So
Hope
cool.
I could yeah, give some inspiration to one or the other. I have so much more so many more ideas, and um, the day's just having 24 hours, that's my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know the feeling.
I'm very into Communi right now, and just focus on the first group for 1 year and make money with it. Make 5 figures a month, and after that, you will not be you will not be stopped again. I think it's your mind opens after you reached a certain level. You don't see problems anymore after that. You just see opportunities.
Hmm.
And before that, there's a huge amount of work, but with tools like Communi and like Google Forms and stuff like this, if you and Zoom, and we have so many tools which are great, and ChatGPT, mix them together and put the energy on the road.
Hmm.
That's what I want to tell you. Put the energy on the road, because it's so easy. It wasn't that easy ever before. I think we do have gold digger time.
Yeah, I mean it's yeah, I mean, the thing is, like as you say, like you can just go on the internet and start earning money essentially with these tools these days. Just jump on. Like I
Yep.
remember, like I kind of missed the times when it was really complicated because then there's
Yeah.
less people doing it. You know, now it's like, you know, why wouldn't you go on and start doing this? Now's the perfect time to be doing it. As
Hmm.
like you've got your obviously a very successful AI community, you're building all the other communities. You've got a lot of different communities you're building, and for someone that's starting their first community, you know, just start the first one and get it going, focus on that. And then once you've learned the strategy, you can do it, you know, in other
Yep.
areas and in other ways and help others do it. Just as you say, like it opens your mind up. It does. Like, it was interesting that you said that. Like we've been thumping our heads with a few problems with community for a long time. And there was like, it was just like issue after like there was like architectural issues, like what direction are we going in this? And then there was like a switch at one point where it was like, hey, we've been doing this now for a while. And now it's like, wow, this is like this, we need to add in this. This is great now. Oh wow, people are giving us feedback on this. And like it just
Mhm.
at one point the switch just it's like you got to go through it enough pain or enough struggle to get to that point and focus enough on that. And then like, you know, then it kind of just things change. Yeah. It's like
Yep.
there's still problems, there's still issues that pop up, but you're more motivated to resolve them because you've been doing it long enough and you've seen all of it. And now it's just like, hey, I'll get through this. This is gonna be great. There'll be great opportunities on the other side of this. There always are. Like,
In I always say I have to translate it first. Um, we do change. We take doubt, and we take doubt away. If you do it long enough, the doubt goes away and you get knowledge.
hmm,
You you are not unsure anymore. Will it work? You know it will.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. If the doubt is away and the knowledge is there, and you know it works,
yeah,
that's the point. Because you don't make 20K in 1 week if you if you think, oh no, I was just lucky. No, I
hmm,
wasn't. I put some work and serious effort into it. And I know what I did. There was a plan.
hmm,
but there were many times before I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So, without a doubt, I will do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, I hope we do this again. This I mean I think people will enjoy it, and I've really enjoyed
I hope my English is good enough to understand.
oh, it's
And
great. I'm really impressed. Did
okay.
you did you get English in school or?
Used to be in the NATO, and the German army trained me for 8 months. I was in the German army language school, and we had to learn English for 8 months. But learning in a school and talking to real people are two very, very different things.
Yeah.
Very different. But I wasn't just in the German army. I was in NATO, and in NATO for 8 years, and NATO is English. English is a duty language over there.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit. I used it 20 years ago, like daily. Not
Yeah.
anymore. Takes me some time to get into it again. But
That's
I hope
understandable. Like
everything is understandable what I try to say.
that's I mean, yeah, I mean your English is really good. Like yeah, I'm impressed. Yeah.
Tell me more.
Well,
I can handle it. I can handle
it's better than my German, that's for sure. I did like
it.
school study it,
Okay.
learning German, and my father, like German, my grandparents, they spoke
Ah,
Dutch, so it was about the Dutch is very similar to German, and in many ways,
it
I think
is.
there's a lot of
You
crossover.
understand, yeah. You
Yeah,
don't understand everything, but a lot.
yeah, but I completely lost it all after the tests were done at school, and I failed them. And then,
Yeah, it's
I gave up on it, which is unfortunate because it's one of
it's
the things. Like,
very if you understand how hard it is to learn German, then you are happy that you learned it as a kid.
hmm,
Because there are our articles are we do have articles and they make no sense. They are
hmm,
just there and you have to know why. Because
yeah,
okay, I give you an example. Um, I hope I can get it in English. So the German word Kneipe is a bar. You know, we if we go into a bar and we have some drinks, the German word Kneipe. So we have three articles in German. Der, die, das.
hmm,
Der is male. Die is female. Der Mann, die Frau. The man, the woman. So,
yeah.
das is a thing, like das cell phone.
Das ist too teuer. I remember that.
That is to that's not an article. That means that.
Oh, okay.
So we okay. The German sentence is we go in die Kneipe. We go in the bar, in die Kneipe, female,
Hmm,
to drink, uns in der Kneipe zu besaufen. To get drunken in the bar. So in one sentence, the same bar is having two different articles, male and female.
yeah.
Wir gehen in die Kneipe, uns in der Kneipe zu besaufen. We go in the bar to get drunk in the bar.
There's no reason for
You can't even explain it.
it.
You can't even explain it. How? Yeah, good luck to master this language. Good
Yeah.
luck.
Oh,
The same word,
hmm.
the same bar, in the same sentence, two different articles, and I don't know the rule. I just know this is how it is.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, it's
Yeah.
yeah, German.
Wir gehen
I
in
think
die Kneipe, uns in der Kneipe zu besaufen. A German teacher, he's a comedian. He taught this on stage, and all the Germans were like, "Oh fuck, he's right. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oops." Yeah. Good luck mastering it.
Yeah, I'm probably a bit too late now. I mean, I'm hoping to get over there at some point, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
but that's
I'll
another
try.
thing. I hope everybody had a little fun, and yeah, let's
Oh,
make
that's
some
great.
money.
Yeah. Well, yeah, thanks for coming on. We'll close it off there, and yeah, if people want to find out more about you, I'll have some info below. But yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.